Now look out. Owen could be gone. Owen, he's scored!
That last pass is from the net.
Another pass across Titan with a shot on the net, and he scores!
This is it. Dolphins, stop my toss. Net under the second zone. Dolphins scores. He scores.
Now it's a breakaway pass. Buzz Flippin. Look out, he's got an open net. Oh no, Buzz Flippin.
Off the stick. How did Katie save that? On Damocles scores.
Hello and welcome to the PHL Season 3 Contender Division Draft. I am Jack with 2Ks, joined by Chief Keef and V. And our lovely TD for the night is Log once again. We thank you for joining us tonight.
Yeah.
And we should have another exciting division of drafts underway shortly. Anything that you guys want to say?
Nothing crazy, just excited for another contender, or I guess it's the second draft now with pro division being done. Excited to do this all over again. The thrills and butterflies are there for many players out there. I'm excited.
Yeah, congratulations to everyone selected in the pro division draft. That season is going to be eventful. We had some late signups that made for a very riveting bout of competition between a lot of the teams. I think without further ado, we should get into the order of the captains. So the last ranked captain, the best captain, chosen by the staff, is going to be Mouse and the New Orleans Voodoo. If you want me to give you a sec, Log?
Yes. We should probably do the trades, actually.
Okay, we'll do the they
Yeah,
don't know who's who. Okay, we'll do the trades first. So I will spoil a couple of captains. We do have Ren and Mouse trading picks. Mouse will receive picks 7 and 37 in exchange for picks 10 and 30. So a swapping of first round picks, and then the Red Pandas will select twice in the third round, and the Voodoo will select twice in the fourth round. Now, the other trade, this one's a bit larger, is Richard P. trading for the second overall pick from Wind, a captain who has traded a very high pick before. He traded the first overall pick to Notlad in Season 2. So he trades the second round pick, the second overall pick again to the Blasters in exchange for picks 5 and 15, and he sends picks 2 and 22. Without further ado, now that we know the draft order for the first round, picking 10th overall is Ren and the Red Pandas. With the 9th overall selection, it is going to be Grizz, and returning for a second straight season, the Sierra Nevada Grizzlies. 9th overall, we have a first-time captain in the PHL. It's going to be Prince in the Islamore Selfish. Islamorada Selfish, rather. Picking 7th overall, or rather, 1 second. 7th overall in that trade with Ren. It's going to be Mouse and the New Orleans Voodoo. And we have another first-time captain. It is going to be Shrews and the Kansas City Phoenix, picking 6th. After that, 5th overall is going to be a returning captain, making that trade with Richard P. Wind and the Northeast Nighthawks with the 5th overall pick. 4th overall belongs to another returning captain, the defending champion, Notlad in the Sierra Nevada Grizzlies. Another returning captain. We have quite a few this season. It's going to be Lolly and the Somewhere Somebodies, sporting a brand new logo. With the 2nd overall pick, trading up from 5th, taking that pick from Wind, it is going to be Richard P. and the
Phoenix Blasters.
Phoenix Blasters.
That's our team.
Now there's only one captain remaining. And it's going to be the first overall pick holder. Returning for a second season under new branding, once taking over the Sierra Nevada Grizzlies, originally from Grizz and then Panther. It's going to be Ghost Hawk, the goaltender, with the first overall pick and the Kelowna Kodiaks. So with that, we have our Season 3 draft order for the Contender Division. And I don't think there's much else to say other than
Time to
start
put the
clock and
Kodiaks
get
on the
ready.
clock. Yep, here we go.
All right.
Very fun blooper from you there, Jack, saying Notlad was a Grizzly last season. Chat noticed it and was saying Notlad the legendary Grizzly. As we get started, we have 2 minutes on the clock here. So first overall, what are we thinking, guys? Who's going first?
I think it's pretty obvious there. I think our gentleman in the booth might be first overall, based on a lot of mock drafts and based on his history.
For sure, for sure.
And
Like the pick is in, so Ghost Talk, make the pick.
is in, yeah.
With the first overall pick of the PHL draft, I will be selecting Jack 2K.
Okay. As we expected, Jack 2K going number 1 overall for back-to-back seasons. Kind of similar to the Owen story where Owen went back-to-back number 1 overall, but in the Pro Division draft. So I know it's hard to talk about yourself when you get drafted, Jack, but congratulations. Very well-deserved at number 1 overall.
Thank you. And I can't say too much, but second overall, this is also a pick that is kind of predictable. It's somebody that Richard P. liked very much and wanted to trade up to second overall to pick, sacrificing a later round pick and taking 2 selections in the 3rd round.
As we have Richard P. on the stage.
Selection. Richard P. is ready for the pick.
Are you ready to talk, Richard P?
Chief Keef.
There it is.
Thank you,
Another
Richard
tricking
P.
himself.
So you go, Chief Keef going second overall, another one of the commentators. Surely Log goes 3rd overall now, no?
Oh boy.
Yeah, it's gotta be logged third
Lolly
overall.
needs. I'll tell you, Lolly's draft plan. He needs a good blue line dominator here, guys.
Yeah,
So
I agree.
like the pick, I like the pick.
Yeah,
There's
this
that.
And speaking
is
of blue line dominator, Flyfire, a balloon line dominator
Yeah.
himself, always doing his thing as Lolly is ready to go. So we will bring him on stage. 3 picks going really quick here. Welcome,
So it
Lolly.
goes.
Well, you called it. The 3rd overall pick will be Flyfire.
Flyfire, number 3. Pretty predictable. A lot of mock drafts had these as the top 3 picks, and now this is where at 4 there's many directions. I feel like that we could see Notlad go, guys. What are we thinking? What direction here?
This is where things get shaky. I've heard people saying Notlad wants Echo. I've heard people saying Notlad's gonna try and take a star from the previous season, maybe Silk or Like. There are plenty of players left on the board for him to take, and this is kind of where it starts dwindling down into pretty much anybody could be taken anywhere now.
V, what do you think? What is your prediction here? What do you think that Notlad really needs to have a successful season at 4th overall?
Given that Notlad is going to be playing defense, is my guess. Definitely a goal scorer. Someone who's going to be up top, putting them in, and he can work on the team play in the later round picks. But definitely someone that could put the puck in the net is what he needs right now. So
Yeah, for sure.
One of those big scorer guys like Echo and stuff like that.
I think Tim Jim when I think scoring goals. That's
Yeah.
what that guy does best. So really a Tim Jim and Echo, one of those
Maybe.
guys there. So
Maybe a style pick.
Ooh.
could be a style pick. That's
Could
true.
be a style pick as well.
as the clock is
And
down to 50
Notlad is
seconds.
ready for the pick.
And we will bring him up. Welcome, Notlad.
Hi guys, thanks for having me. I do want to provide some clarification. Since no one can pronounce the name, it is the Schuylkill Channel Cats. I did play for the Grizzlies in Season 1, but last year that was not the case. Anyway, we are very excited to select Chino.
Chino. Very interesting. A
Absolutely
guy we
phenomenal
did
pick.
not predict. I really
Very
like
good pick.
Chino. Yes, I agree.
Chino is one of the most complete players in this draft class. Not selected. Oh wait, was selected in D1 to the Halifax Hooks, the defending champions, and a very well-deserved selection in D1, and
For
a
sure,
fourth
for
overall
sure.
pick for him in D2.
Yeah, as Chino says, Nepo pick in chat. I don't think this is a Nepo pick, Chino. I get the humbleness, but
When it comes to Chino, though, I think it's really good that Not Like goes Chino here because he could put anyone with Chino, and Chino will make that player work. You know what I mean? Like
100%.
Chino can play with anyone, and that's a
100%.
really, really, really valuable pick.
And another thing with
Wind-
Chino too is he can flex defense if Notlab wants to go two more forwards as well. So
I think that's
there's
very
plenty
important
of
for
options.
Notlad's a very
Yeah.
rotational player, and I think getting a forward that can rotate back is very very good for his team.
For sure. As we have Wind up here for the 5th overall pick. Welcome, Wind.
Is he taking Bad Santa or Charbard?
Well, not yet. With the 5th overall pick, the Northeast Nighthawks are proud to select player.
Player 43. Interesting. Okay, another guy. Yep, shout out Grab. I haven't played much with Player 43. It's a West Coast guy. So anyone know much about Player 43? V, Jack?
Player 43 is just an absolutely phenomenal player to play with and very hard to
Now-
play against.
Player 43, I've played in WCPL and he's an actual menace there. He just walks every lobby. Given he does have a little bit higher ping, but he will get used to it eventually. And once he does, dude, oh boy, it's gonna be oof.
For sure,
He's
for
a menace, man. He knows what he's doing.
For sure, as we put Kansas on the clock. I think one thing with Player 43 that I remember talking with some of my West Coast pals out there, the West Coast is a league that lacks defense, to say the least. So it's going to be interesting to see if stronger defensive candidates out here in the PHL is going to slow things down. But honestly, I really don't expect it. As now Shrews is up, another forward that Shrews is a forward, so maybe defenseman here. Maybe he tries to pair himself with a goal scorer. What do you guys think?
Yeah, forward. So, go ahead. Oh,
no, you go ahead.
Canadian standoff. I didn't have much to
Yep.
say.
Well, neither did I. Go ahead.
Oh, okay. Shrews is ready for the pick, ladies and gentlemen.
That's all we get for our draft analysis from our great analyzers here, as we will bring Shrews up for the pick here. Welcome, Shrews.
Thank you, thank you. For the 6th overall pick, the Kansas City Phoenix pick, Jerky.
Jerky.
That's my
A
teammate.
guy, yes. Great. A guy that was drafted in D1 that I mentioned would be a great development player and now learning under the bird. Gonna just get better and better as the season goes on. And Jerky at 6 could be a steal later on that maybe other teams regret passing on.
I really like Jerky. I like the way he thinks, the way he plays. And playing with someone like Shrews that they can definitely cycle together is actually gonna be very fun to watch. Very, very, very fun to watch. And I know Shrews likes those 1-2 passes, and Jerky will supply them.
For sure. As now we have Mouse's team on the clock. Very green screen here for the New Orleans Voodoo. Mouse, a pure goal scorer, probably one of the best sharpshooters in D2 this season, as he was awarded the 10th pick, but had traded up with Ren, and now he's picking at 7. What do we think, guys? Are we thinking like a playmaker so he can get the puck on his stick, or maybe a defenseman to keep things locked down? Where are we going here?
I think Mouse is one of the toughest guys to get into his head. I'm not even sure he knows who he's taking yet, but there's really no approach to try and figure out who Mouse is going to take here. I think he could really take anybody that's left.
For sure, for sure. As he drops the brain emoji in our draft chat, he is cooking something up here with a minute left. A quick reminder, with time going down, there's always an opportunity to take a 5-minute timeout. You can use any of your 5 minutes at any point, but once you're at 5 minutes combined, you are out of timeouts. So just throwing that out there. V, any prediction here?
Oh man, I don't know. I don't know if he's gonna play full on offense and he wants to lock in the back, or if he's gonna rotate up and down, so he doesn't really need a defenseman yet. I don't know what he's gonna go for here. He's pretty versatile, so it depends.
Yeah, as time is ticking down here, it looks like Mouse is ready. So let's bring him up to announce his pick. Mouse, welcome.
Hello, hello, hello. With the 7th pick in the first round of the Season 3 Contender Division Draft,
today, man.
The New Orleans Voodoo select the reigning, defending Pro Division champion defender, 6-time HQM champion, BGP.
BGP.
Oh yeah.
That is a shakeup in the mock drafts. Thank you, Mouse, for that great presentation. But everyone is kind of surprised to see that one. But BGP, one of the best defensive defensemen in the game, as well as complete vibes as well. And the 6-time champ, as BGP points out in chat, as we put the sailfish on the clock. Guys, first kind of like shocker of the draft. Maybe any thoughts on it?
I love it.
I think he's probably the most fun person to have on your team, no matter what. And
Yeah,
it's a
for
great
sure.
spot for him to go.
As Prince is already ready to go here, I'm imagining it's going to be a silk pick is my prediction as we invite him up. Any other ideas before Prince accepts his invite?
Lots of great players still left.
Definitely gonna be a forward. I'm I have to say.
Yeah.
Prince likes to play the puck, so he could get a last man back, and being the the third man instead of the fourth, so he does
Yeah.
have like leeway to go up. But I think going up forward here, goal scorer, is always very, very valuable in D2.
I would tend to agree, as Prince is very defensively minded and can move passes cross ice very quick. As we do have Prince on the stage with us. Prince, welcome.
Hello, hello. With the 8th overall pick in the Season 3 Contender Division Draft, the Islamorada Sailfish select from the Gritty Green Goblins, Silk.
Aha. I got it correct. I knew he was going Goblin at pick 8. Silk, a guy that we really don't see too often pugging, but he does reside in practice lobbies if you can find him. Guys, what do we think about Silk here at 8 for Prince as we put the Grizzlies on the clock?
This pick puts a smile on my face because Silk is someone that reached out to me and said that he originally started to learn how to play the game by watching the clips that I would post in clips and highlights.
Very cool.
So it's kind of like watching your son go to school for the first time, you know. But I think it's a great spot for him to go, playing alongside Prince, two members of the Goblins. These are two very skilled players playing together, and I think Prince is going to have to play Silk at forward here.
Yep, Silk is a true forward,
That
a true
should
goal
be the
scorer.
player. Yep.
Yeah, there's no reason Silk should be playing like last man back / midfield. That guy can just score goals, and that's what he does. As we do have our next pick ready to go, and we are missing Grizz from tonight's draft, and Kai, the D2 commissioner, will be announcing the pick as we invite him on the stage. Kai, welcome.
On behalf of Grizz, with the 9th pick, the Sierra Nevada Grizzlies select Like.
Okay. Like a guy that is very good at scoring, again, playmaking, a true forward. The Grizz like pairing is going to be super, super dangerous up front. Guys, opinions on Like. And we'll put
I know he
the
likes
bandas on the
planes.
clock.
That's all I know about Like. He likes planes a lot.
planes.
He flies them.
Very cool.
Nah,
Jack.
Likes a phenomenal player.
I mean, yeah, like fresh off a D2 MVP season. It was only a matter of time before he went.
100%. And I think he fell a little lower because he just hasn't been in pugs as much as he was before, but I'm assuming he'll be able to get right back onto his step quick. As we are on to pick 10, which is our dear commissioner, big PHL himself, Ren. Moving back with Mouse. Where do you think Ren's going here, guys? A puck moving defenseman himself? Maybe a forward, a goal scorer, defenseman? What are we thinking?
Definitely a goal scorer. Knowing Ren, I know Ren very well. And I might be working with Ren also this season.
Oh, yeah, right.
So I might know already. And yeah, here we go.
For sure, as I welcome a big PHL on the stage, big PHL W's in the chat. Welcome, Ren.
Well, everyone who's played with me knows that I struggle more than anything to put the puck in the back of the net. I can't shoot to save my life, and V absolutely hit the nail on the head there. So, in the first round, 10th overall, the Granby Red Pandas are happy to select Echo.
Echo. Another guy. I wonder if Ren did not expect Echo to fall this low. I personally thought he was going to be in the top 5, so kind of an extreme value pick there for Ren. Echo, extremely great player, was a Season 2 Division 1 captain, as well as dominated D2 his first season in the PHL. Guys, what do we think about Echo, as we will put the Kodiaks back on the clock for round 2?
Echo is someone that's super reliant on his forward partner, and I think it's going to be tough to find someone that can carry him again this season.
Okay, Jack. All right.
I think Echo can be that guy. I disagree as well. I think Echo is a true goal scorer that can not carry the team straight up, but like be a very prominent part of the scoring offense. And I think it doesn't matter who you pair with Echo. Teams are going to be worried about that guy coming down the ice. And so he's going to open up opportunities for his teammate. And I just disagree wholeheartedly, honestly. I think Echo is truly different.
I feel like in a 1-on-0, 1v1 against a goalie, I think Echo scores 9 out of the 10 times. It's just getting that opportunity for Echo, and I think Ren's probably gonna figure out how to do that very consistently this season. Somehow.
100%. As we move back up into the start of the second round, pick 11, no snake draft, so Ghost will be back on the clock as he's ready to go already, and we will welcome him back up.
With my second pick, I will be taking Timothy Jimothy.
Timothy, Tim Jim. Another great D2 player last season, another pure sharpshooter. Very fun guy to talk to as well. Guys, Tim Jim.
This is someone that I kind of can't believe falls to the second round in this draft. There's so many people people are bound to be pushed out. This is someone that's without a doubt first round caliber and was taken in the first round last season by Wind.
100% here. As we do have Nen back on the clock, I would like to point out to the viewers, pick 12 and 15 from the trade with Richard P. He's going to have 2 selections, not back-to-back, but 2 picks apart. So what are we thinking here?
This is Wind, right? I'm talking about?
Correct.
Yes. His first round pick being player.
He didn't have the first. Oh, he went down to 5. Apologies.
His first round pick being player. I know there's someone lingering that is being asked to be playing with player, and I'm not sure if he will be picked here or not. I know Wind has picked him in the past, and I think I could probably say the name. The person I'm talking about is Style.
Style, interesting. He definitely could go here, falling to 12, the last pick, Mr. Irrelevant in D1 this season. As we will see here, as clock's winding down to 45V. Do you have any predictions?
Charbard's going to take a time, or not Charbard, I apologize. Wind is going to take a time out here.
Yo, crazy stray going to Wind. As he will take his timeout, we will wait for the clock to run down so he doesn't have to immediately start burning his timeout. But he has a lot to think about here.
Okay. So, given that player is going to be the optimal goal scorer and puck carrier for that team, I think maybe going a defender, probably to give the puck to player, if not playmaking forward slash midfielder type of player, if you know what I'm saying. Like not too
100%.
flash, be very, very consistent. And
Yeah, when you say midfielder, I think of guys like Wireless from last season who popped off later in the year and was kind of a great
yeah,
middle guy. I think that's definitely
absolutely.
an option there. And then
We also
defense
have
wise, I'm not really sure what defense is here. It's a very forward heavy draft. The first defenseman I think of that really isn't a huge puck mover is Goose. Any
Buzz
other
Flibbit.
ideas?
Buzz
Buzz
Flibbit.
Flibbit, good shout out.
There's Buzz Flibbit, there's
Interesting.
Goose, there's Novastar, there's Pinks. Lots of people
Pinks
slipping through
wants
the
to play
cracks.
forward, so Pinks is not going to play defense in D2. So he as a forward. I guess you could grab Pinks as a forward in D2, kind of have him play that midfield role, kind of play hard defense as well as be able to get the puck up to a goal scorer. It's going to be interesting here as time is ticking on the timeout. We'll see what Win comes back to us with. Guys, if he takes a goal scorer here, do you see any potential of a goalie at 15? A second round goalie seems crazy, but in a draft where I feel like goalies are
Wind is
very
the goalie,
sparse.
Banana.
What do you mean?
Wind is the goalie, bro. No?
Oh, Wind is a goalie, correct. These captains
Oh,
throw me
Banana.
off, dude. Do not call me banana, you mother chicken. So
Careful.
yeah, I guess he goes defense. I really don't know.
There's
He
two
has to go
players
defense
this
forward.
round, man. He has two players this round, and depending on who he takes first, sorry, it could mess up the other two teams here.
Yeah.
I think he's trying to ask what Grab wants as a player. Maybe Grab is not answering. That could be happening.
That
But,
is very true, knowing Grab. As we are 2 out of 5 minutes into this timeout, we will see kind of what direction we go here. If he does decide to go, we'll kind of move on a little bit here to have something else to talk about. But somewhere somebody's up next. They went ahead in the first round and grabbed a playmaker as well in Flyfire. But they're going to need either forward or defense help here. What do we think about somewhere somebody's after this Nen pick?
I think Flyfire can put the puck in the net. Honestly, I think he could play both offense or defense depending on what that team wants or needs. Lolly is, I'm not sure actually, if maybe Lolly's playing offense or defense also.
He'll be
because I've
playing
seen Lolly-
probably forward.
Yeah, I've seen him carry the puck more. So I don't know. These two players are very, very similar on their play style. It could be either a lockdown or a lock forward, or a lock up. You know what I mean? Like, it could be anything, or another playmaker and have rotation central. Like, these can go anywhere.
100%, as we are still waiting 2.5 minutes. The 5-minute timeout already used. And Wind is ready, so we will stop the clock. It's almost 3 minutes into the timeout. Wind is ready to go. Probably discuss 2 picks there, as we will invite him on the stage. Welcome back, Wind.
Thank you. I need to type out the name for Ren.
Classic
So
Wind.
with the 12th overall pick, the Northeast Nighthawks are proud to select Canoodle.
Canoodle. Ooh, guys, Canoodle, one of my favorite players is, let's put the somewhere somebody's on the clock here. Canoodle, a true guy that can play either forward or defense. Also, just kind of
Exactly what I called it.
Yep. Also, kind of a goofball. I love Canoodle. The guy is always just kind of a blast to play with.
I love him, dude.
Favorite clips are with
Shoots the
Canoodle
puck
are
in the air,
just
man.
yeah, the board's like way up in the air and slamming the desk when a pass goes too far. Canoodle is just he's a blast, man. So as we are already ready for Lollies, he's on the stage. Lolly, welcome back.
That's quick.
The somewhere somebody's will be picking Dabs.
Dabs. Okay. The defensive defenseman comes in here for Lolly, as we mentioned, Flyfire being more of an offensive oriented player. And most likely now that means Lolly will be playing up as Flyfire and Dabs man the back, a true number one shutdown defenseman that will keep the back end safe for the somebodies. Guys, thoughts on Dabs here at pick 13 as we'll get Not Lad's team back on the clock.
I think it's a very smart pick because smart player. So that I think Dabs being in the back there will actually dictate this team in a good way, obviously, but like it would actually help a lot on putting these other players at the right spots and just feeding them. And having experience in D-Win also will help a lot too.
For sure.
I don't know, man. It's just a very good pick.
Jack, how do you feel about Dabs? I know you have plenty of time playing with him. What's your experience?
Yeah, I agree with Ren here. I think this is extremely smart for Lolly to have somebody like Dabs in the back end of the team. Dabs is somebody that is extremely smart and will know what decisions to make in what situations, and the play is not really going to end on his stick. He'll move it before he gets pressured, and I think that's something that's extremely valuable in D2.
100% here, as apparently V has turned into Ren, so Ren is now a Russian man.
Whoa.
So very, very cool. As we move on to pick 14 here, Not Lab with 50 seconds. Guys, Not Lab, where is he going here?
Yeah, already he has taken Chino, who can really play anywhere, but Notlad is a defenseman, so we'll see what direction he takes.
Hi,
And that's where
Jack.
Notlad.
Hi, Notlad.
That tells me I made the right choice. Skookle channel chats are very proud to select Tara.
Tarasenko. Thank you, No.
Absolutely phenomenal pick. Absolutely phenomenal pick. I love Tara, dude. Very, very underrated player. Extremely play, and he's getting better under the table, man. This guy's getting very good. Very good pick.
100%. And he's a guy that's going to be probably more of an offensive defenseman. And that team should rotate quite a bit with Notlad and Tarasenko. He was a very also pivotal part of the Bridge Bats in season 2. So very good pick there. Jack, thoughts here?
Yeah, that's someone else that's on the greedy green goblins, and I think that's a great value pick. I know other people definitely would have picked him this round if Notlad didn't take him there, so I think that's smart to take him while he's still available.
100% here, as we do have Nen back on the clock. As we talked about originally, 2 forwards taken. It has to be defender here. What are we thinking?
Wind ready this time.
Oh, Wind is ready. Never mind. Here we go.
With the 15th overall pick, the Nighthawks are proud.
13 member. There it is.
The Nighthawks are proud to select Envil, Topher, Scott Stevens.
Topher has been taken. The D3 dream is dead. Oh no, Topher is in shambles as he was hoping to be D3 this season and it's not happening. Guys, Topher, the former commissioner, picked here.
I think it's a really smart pick.
Exactly what they needed.
That's true. I would agree. It's funny because Topher's talking about wanting to play D3 all this time, and that has been cut short for him. So that just kind of cracks me up as we are moving on here to Shrews. Shrews, again, probably a defenseman here. Could go goalie potentially. There's a few options.
I think he goes straight up goal score here.
I think there are too many players left on the board to start taking goalies.
I agree.
Yeah, like what I've mentioned before. I think everybody's gonna move goalies picks by 1 round.
The way I see it is,
no, by 2 rounds, maybe.
The way I see it is there aren't many goaltenders that are that big of a difference maker, and I feel like there are a ton of skaters that are big difference makers now.
100%. As there's a minute left on the timer here, Shrews is ready to go. Let's invite him up. Shrews, welcome.
Thank you, thank you. With our pick here, the Kansas City Phoenix will be selecting Style.
Style, the guy we talked about potentially going to either the Kodiaks or Nens team, but he falls to 16. He will be paired up here with Jerky and Shrews. What do we think here, guys? 2 forwards and Jerky playing defense. Pretty solid lineup, I feel like, to
Very
get
good.
us going.
As I mentioned, as I called, that's a goal scorer right there. And I
Yeah,
think
and
I know what they're gonna need it next.
And Style
100%.
taking that coaching route is definitely going to be good for the development of Jerky.
Yeah, for sure. As we now have the big PHL back on the clock here. Taking Echo in the first round, he's ready to go as we welcome the Overlord himself. Welcome back, Ren.
Going on, dudes? Yeah, second round, 17th overall. The Red Pandas are happy to pair Echo with Act.
Act. A
Yeah.
guy, well, thank you, Ren. As Act, a very flashy player, I would say. Echo and Act together are going to have some interesting chemistry. I'm excited to see how that works out with how they kind of both are puck dominant forwards. But if they can find a way to make each other better, that's going to be a dangerous forward duo. As we are putting the Sailfish back on the clock for Prince.
Yeah, Echo pointing out that that Echo and Act have Ottawa orbit chemistry way back when. So
very true.
We'll see how that team pans out across the season, and Prince is ready for the pick.
With the 18th overall pick in the Season 3 Contender Division Draft, the Islamorada Sailfish are proud to select from the Schuylkill Channel Cats, Dyslexic Warless.
Dyslexic Wireless, a guy we talked about going a little earlier than we thought. Dyslexic Walrus, a two-way playmaker, good defender, shoots well, passes well, just kind of a very good all-rounded player. Really went under the radar in season 2
Throwback
and is
to
now going first 2
Ren.
rounds.
Throwback to Ren having a seizure over this last season. You know.
Average Ren moment there as Jack V, we're putting the Grizzlies on the clock. Thoughts on Wireless here with pairing with Prince?
I really like this pick. I know what Prince is trying to make here. Very, very underrated team, I think. People are gonna look at
Especially
that team as
already
like,
with Silk.
but I think it's underrated enough for them to really build chem. And I think they're gonna put everything aside and try to work together as much as possible. And I think that team is gonna do very, very well.
100%
do
here as we
great
have
things.
Kai ready to announce Grizzlies pick again. Thank you, Kai.
Yes, on behalf of Grizz, with the 19th pick of the draft, the Grizzlies select Pinks.
Pinks. There he goes at pick 19, wanting to play forward this season, switching up from his traditional defensive role. Guys, thoughts on Pinks here at 19 to pair with Grizz?
Grizz planning to play goalie, and the skater Pinks will end up playing with Like. We'll see if he does end up playing offense. It's kind of a mystery. I know he intends to, but we'll see how that lineup shakes out. V.
This could go anywhere. Honestly, this could go anywhere. Like, has played defense. He's played offense, right? He's mechanical. He can do a lot of things. Pink's same thing. He can play defense, offense. At this point, I think they might be trying to keep the options open, right? They're not trying to lock into a certain play style. They're very versatile on where they can go from here. I think they're winging it.
Very interesting. As we do have our last captain on the board in the second round, Mouse, back up on the clock here. I'm thinking defenseman potentially. Mouse can really go any direction. He could try for another playmaker. He could.
Needs a forward here.
I think he needs a forward pairing, a true F2 to pair with his shot. And there are plenty of those left.
Or a
You
puck
have
carrier here.
Yeah, you have maybe someone like Blake or
Blake is a great idea.
You have Blake, you have
Absolutely
Galactian out there
great,
still.
great look here. You also have Squiggles.
Radiohead
Yeah,
All
Lover is
these
on the
all these
board.
players are very. You also have Thugovic as well.
Radiohead
All
Lover.
these players can
Yeah, Radiohead
really play
Lover.
across.
There
And
are a
Higgy.
lot. There is a lot of Higgy. Higgy's more of a sharpshooter. I think that would be overloading the goal scoring. I'm thinking Squiggles here or Radiohead Lover or Blake. All three of those guys I feel like are great puck movers in general and can get Mouse opportunities to score. And they're flashy enough to um, kind of distract from the main attraction, which will be Mouse on this team, as he does take his timeout once the timer ends. So Mouse kind of maybe had someone picked right before, maybe a wireless, and snatched from him. So let's
Yeah,
see what
Mouse.
he cooks up here.
Mouse is kind of backed into a corner, being one of the best players in this draft. He had the 10th pick by default, traded up, and now he's back to picking last in the round. So he's just watching all of his picks dwindle in front of him and making a decision after that. So I would expect Mouse to take his time with these picks.
Very true, very true. As the timeout has officially started, the end of round 2, we are waiting on Mouse to make his final selection. It's very interesting to see him taking a timeout. I just feel like his pick might have been wireless and it got snatched right from under him, and it's kind of just panic time a little bit. So let's see what Mouse is able to cook up in these potential up to 5 minutes here. So again, it's got to be puck carrier, I think.
Either puck carrier or Mouse will carry the puck, and he wants someone to give him the puck. And I'm gonna throw out a name here, Kaprizov.
Resaw, very interesting. One of our pals over there at the PPHL, through all the
Great vision.
pain if in the PPHL versus PHL stuff, trying to mend that relationship. Kaprizov entering our draft as we are very appreciative of. Mouse is ready to go here as he has dropped his pick and he will be announcing it. We will wait for him to come up on stage. Mouse, welcome back.
Hello, hello, hello. All right. The New Orleans Voodoo are going to be taking Radiohead Lover.
Radiohead Lover, as Jack called out, predicted it correct. Radiohead Lover 77 being chosen at the very end of the second round, as we're going to now cycle back to Ghost at pick 3, our first round first pick in the third round. Goodness gracious. Guys, kind of a predictable one there, a puck carrier for Mouse to have another option on forward. Thoughts here?
Yeah, what direction do you think the Kodiaks need to go in?
That's a tough question. I think they have to go because Jack,
Need a
you are able
defenseman
to
here.
flex defense, offense, but I imagine you have to play forward with being the first overall pick. So it's probably a true defenseman here. I'm not really too sure who the options are in terms of defense. Goose is a huge name I would call out here, a guy that is extremely defensively minded. There's also guys like Fib that can play solid defense as well. Jack 1K is able to flex into defense a little bit here. There are a handful of options as we will wait for Ghost to make his decision. What do we think? I'd also like to shout out Mist as well. Sorry.
I think you
The giggle
need
shitter.
a. I think in this scenario here, Kodaks needs someone responsible, in the back. Someone, for example, like Mist. Mist, if he's on his game, he's very responsible in the back, and it's a very, very good shout. He likes to throw the puck up to Jack and Tim Jim, which is very dangerous up front if you keep them both up there. And Mist is the guy that could keep them up there and just give them the puck over and over again. Good passer.
Yeah.
Honestly, if not, you have a couple of other last man back options. You have a couple of maybe another puck carrier too. I don't know. It's
The pick is
things
in.
to do here.
With my third overall pick, I'm letting the goose loose.
The Goose loose. Goose being picked here, a true defensive defenseman, as we will put the
There you
Blasters
go.
on the clock, who have traded with Nen. Richard P on the clock. As we predicted, defenseman here. This guy will just kind of
Yes.
do his job. It's really great to have guys like Goose available for teams because he is, with a league populated with so many forwards, he defends really well.
Absolutely. Yep, I do agree with this. I haven't seen much of Goose, to be honest. I think I think I've seen a glance at him in season 1 in D2. Apart
Yep.
from that, it's been too long.
For sure, for sure. As
All
we
right.
invite the big man
All
back up
right.
himself.
I already know somebody's opinion on this pick. I love this guy. This guy is so fucking cool. He should have gone
No
D1 this
swearing,
year.
Richard B.
Oh, my bad. But he's so tough. He's so cool. You know, he's like blonde hair, blue eyes, 6'3", steals her girlfriend. I'm taking Skull.
Skull, very interesting way
Oh.
to describe a 15-year-old. But the first goalie
Wow.
is off the board here.
First goalie.
Skull. I love this pick
Okay.
personally. When I was looking at goalies, there's a very clear number one, and I think it's Skull. And then after that, there's a bunch of kind of like just after Skull options. Picked as a sub in D1, very, very talented. Guys, thoughts on Skull? He will be my teammate, and I love the pick personally.
I think
Great
he's a
pick.
great guy to be around.
Great guy. I'm presuming that Chief Keef, you might be playing a bit of a defensive
There's
game here.
a chance.
You do have two picks in this round. I mean, this could be a last defenseman. This has to be a very responsible defenseman if you want it to be. Uh, it's just yeah, getting a good goalie, very good goalie, very solid goalie. Very early is I think might have been the play for your team.
100%, as I feel like for Richard P's case, the defensive options dwindling pretty quick in terms of quality options, and I just really like the idea of getting a goalie that might be able to bail us out a little bit. So I really like that pick. Skull, a great guy. Very good here. So as we move on to the Somewhere Somebodies, they are. Let me pull up their sheet here, as they already have Flyfire, Dabs, Lolly. So it could be goalie here as well. Could be a back-to-back goalie pick, or it could be Lolly's final skater.
I think here's it's either a goalie or a straight up goal scorer and only a goal scorer.
I could see
Out here.
two people still left on the clock. Danimals and Andimal.
For sure. As we
Ooh,
do
Danimals
take
is
a
a
timeout.
very good pick. Danimals, man, he's gotten really good very, very quickly, and him too. He's kind of scary. Like you don't see these players progress in their ability of playing the game.
100% here, as we are now on timeout, as Lolly is not ready to go. First goalie off the board kind of makes me wonder if the goalie craze starts here. The fall off for goalies is pretty far. So once we get through the next, I would say 5 to 6 in that range, there's a pretty big drop off from the quality of goaltenders. So maybe goalie here could be another scoring forward to pair with Lolly. What do you guys think?
I think it's gonna be a goalie here because that team can really just put anyone up front and get the puck to them no matter what. It's all about if they can swing their stick or not. I think a goalie pick would be pretty smart here. If not, I think one of those big like up and comers, that can get coached up by Dabs. Can be a good pick
We
here.
will be selecting Van Higgy.
Van Higgy,
There you
there's the
go.
goal
Van
scorer
Higgy.
we mentioned.
There it is.
Falling
And
to round 3.
Van Higgy is probably one of the largest shot volume players in the game. So that kind of rounds out the starting skaters for that team with Flyfire, Dabs on defense, and Lolly Van Higgy playing forward.
100%. As we're moving back to the channel cats here, not Lad, Chino, and Terra on this team. Again, potential goalie watch here in the third round. We could also see another skater to round it out to pair with Chino. We will see, as Not Lad is already ready to go. So let's get him back on the stage for the third time.
This is a no-brainer. Brodeur.
Brodeur. Another D1 goalie, sub goalie in, I believe, the last round or second to last round of the draft. Very, very talented. Guys, thoughts on Brodeur as we will put now I believe the Blasters back on the clock.
Probably definitely another one of the top goalies in this draft, and that he was bound to go for second or third in this draft. Like without a doubt, he had to go sometime very very early.
100% here as now the Blasters are on the clock. Again, as you mentioned, defensemen that they really need here. V, any idea for defensemen?
For Blasters, oh, I think. It really, I think I'm still holding on to Mist. I think Mist is still gonna be probably a really good option here if he you know sometimes I've seen Mist have very good games, and then he's had some some iffy games here and there. But I think Mist is a pretty good shot here. If not, you also have
Let's hurry it up.
even Beastly Tiny. That's another fucking really good pick. Sorry for the
Another
language.
curse word from our broadcast team. Thank you as we move on to Richard P's pick here at 25. Here we go. Richard P.
Sonic.
Sonic.
Bye.
Okay, bye, Richard. Sonic, a guy I don't
Oh,
think was on
wow.
many people's draft boards, but I would love to speak to Sonic as I played with him in D3. I mean, Sonic is great. Great puck moving defenseman, a true defender. Kind of reminds me of a Tarasenko type. He has been on Ponce recently, so there will be some adjusting to the PHL settings, but I don't doubt when Sonic is able to adjust, just going to be an awesome pick. And I think he's going to be really underrated. Again, like going D3 last season, and he ended up being a D2 starter by the end. I can't say enough kind words about Sonic, so shout out to him as we move on to the Phoenix. Guys, any thoughts on Sonic or what Kansas City is going to do here?
Yeah, Sonic is originally someone we almost called up from D3 to be one of the subs on the Channel Cats in Season 2. Of course, our decision ended up being Marcus, who was still on the board and a fantastic forward who was developing very quickly. But Sonic is a fantastic defender who I can only. They need one more defender if Richard P is playing forward.
100% they do. We will see who the last defender will be for that team, as now we do have Shrews up and ready to go here, I believe. Oh no, we are still waiting on Shrews' pick. Let's see what his picks are right now. We have for him Shrews Jerky style, so gotta go defense again. Very similar situation to the Blasters. They also could go goalie here. I think of guys like Average, Cucci, Damocles, tons of goalies here as well. Where do we think that Shrews is going?
The pick is in.
Oh, pick is in. Never mind.
So I guess
he can tell us for us.
Find out.
I love this pick, man. He is here.
Shrews, are you ready to go?
I sure am. All right, with the 26th overall pick, the Kansas City Phoenix are taking Blueski.
Blueski.
I like that guy. I love Blueski, man.
Blueski off the board. Another defenseman, as we talked about, a guy that is pretty solid defensively, can move pucks well, knows the game pretty well as well. One of my assistant coaches over there for Logs Ponce team, just kind of great guy to talk to. Love him, as well as he is a great defenseman. As Prince is raging in chat with the idea of the goblins being split up, he misses Terra and Blueski as Red Pandas are back on the clock. And there are some options here again for Ren. So having his two forwards, needs another defenseman. I'm thinking goalie here, guys. I really am. I think it's got to be goalie. I think Ren will wait on his defensive pick and kind of lock in a secure goalie. But if he was to go defenseman, I think, again, there's so many good options. I think you have your Pikemans as well. We didn't even shout him out. Pikeman missed. Even Fight Lash as a flex can play a solid defense. So all that kind of stuff there. What do we think's heading up here next?
Ren does own 2 of the next 4 picks, so whoever he takes here, he's going to have some leniency to go take the other position elsewhere. And his pick is in. So we will get the commissioner up on the stage to make his selection for the 3rd round, his first selection of the 3rd round.
I am back, and with the 27th overall pick, the Red Pandas are going to grab Sleepy with an Eye.
Sleepy with an eye, a goalie we did not mention, making her return to the PHL after kind of season 2 just taken off and haven't seen her in a while, and she has reappeared. So, guys, thoughts on Sleepy?
I did not see that coming. Wow. It's yeah, no, it's a really good goalie. If she gets back into the game, as she was considered one of the best in the game when she was playing all the time, all the time. We'll see if the grind is back, or maybe she's taking it a little bit laid back this season. I'm not sure. We'll see. See how this goes.
For sure. As we are now putting the sailfish back on the clock, I'm expecting, as Log says, goblin time. As maybe a Zaza pick feels pretty fitting here by the sailfish. Pairing him with Dyslexic, Wireless, and Silk could be a very solid offensive defenseman for Prince, as he could hold down the back, or again, he could go a goalie. Any thoughts here?
Yeah, there are still some goalies left on the clock. Of course, one of the more notable ones, Coochie, with the controversy of season 2,
The
playing
dirty
2
cheater.
games as a 50% player. But Coochie is still out there and available. Of course, you have an underrated player that's returning to the PHL, Lettinen, if you have been around for long enough to remember him. Dyson is also out there, and we still have the likes of Alley Cat.
For sure. As we are waiting on this, or as we're waiting on the sailfish to make their pick. V, any thoughts here? Love to hear what you got.
I think this is I think they can go anywhere, man. That team, they could do anything here. I really do not know what they're gonna go for.
I do have to mention another goaltender, the commission the director of D2, Kai himself, putting up a .58 goals against average in D3 last season, as the pick is in for Prince.
With the 28th overall pick in the Season 3 Contender Division Draft, the Islamorada Sailfish select from the Florida Flamingos, Andamal.
Andamal, a guy that was a up-and-comer in D3 last season, kind of fell under our radars a little bit, returning to the game as well with the likes of Panther and Sleepy, all kind of coming back at the perfect time as we put the Grizzlies on the clock. Andamal, what do we think here?
Very good distributor of the puck. He's got vision.
For sure, as we are ready. It's all good. Lettuce is back up here for the Grizzlies pick.
Hello. The Grizzlies are selecting Coochie.
Woo! Coochie,
Good goaltender off the board.
my personal goat. I love the Coochie, as they would say. Yep, you heard me. You heard me. I love the Cooch, man. He's awesome. The best laugh in the PHL. No one can dispute me on that. Just a true goofball, a great goalie, has grown so much since D3 when I played with him on the Columbus Crusaders. Great player, great person. Anything that about Coochie, just awesome, as Ren is back on the clock here. Guys, any experiences with Coochie that you'd like to highlight? I have nothing but good things to say.
He saves everything when I shoot on him in practice.
He
I don't like that.
He is developing very quickly, and somebody that almost turned into the starter over Wind for the Northeast Nighthawks last season. As Ren needs a defenseman here, and the pick is in. We get Ren on the stage. Ren.
Well, there's something to be said about chemistry. And since season 1, I've been playing with this guy back in Fiddletown. That was the name of the team. Fiddletown Fire Ants, my defensive partner. We then picked him up in D2 last season in Vancouver, and this season I'm bringing him to Granby. V?
Beastly, Italian. Get him in here. Oh yeah.
Fire.
Beastly Italian.
Let's go.
This has been on Ren's draft plans for months. A defensive defenseman to pair with him, a huge guy that he wants to develop so bad. And I'm happy that Ren was able to select him here at 30 as we move on to pick 31 in round 4, going back to Ghost. V is very excited here, so I'm going to let V take it away on Beastly Italian.
Oh, I love that guy. Phenomenal vibe. Very good player. Very good defenseman. Now he can start. He's starting to walk people. Like this guy's. I don't know, man. He's a great player. I really like him. He's gonna pair off with Ren very, very, very well. Because obviously with chemistry and they know each other very well. So I think that's gonna do wonders in the back. Very good pick.
For sure there, as Ghost is back on the clock. And here we are at pick 31 for the Kodiak. The Kodiak's here. Ghost, what options does he have, as this will be his final skater to round out his lineup, as he is a starting goalie, probably needs a puck-moving defenseman here. So what do we think could be an option?
Yeah, still multiple defensemen left on the board. Pikeman, notably. Beastly Italian just got taken, so there are the options of maybe a Buzz Flibbit or a Mist pick.
Okay.
That
Okay,
Buzz
I don't
guy's
hate
so
that.
Good, man. Buzz is so good.
Buzz Flibbit, a puck-moving defenseman there, that could be... I think Buzz Flibbit is a bit more stay-at-home is my only thing there, and I think with Goose already, you just kind of need a guy that can distribute a little more. I'm not too sure for the options here. Someone that has kind of flown under the radar, a Fang, has been under the radar as well. So pick is in. Okay, as we will bring up Ghost back onto the stage. And Ghost, welcome back.
With the 31st overall pick, I am proud to select Fib.
Fib.
It's a great value pick.
The man who was freed from big PHL with the new Commissioner Ren. Fib, great guy, fun to talk with. He's always a laugh, and he's a very solid puck-moving defenseman, as we talked about, to kind of round out that team. Didn't even think about Fib because I kind of think of him more as a forward, but when he's a solid puck-moving defenseman. V, Jack, thoughts here?
Fib is my idol. That's what I'm gonna say.
Okay.
Yeah, he's very fun to play with on the ice, and I'm excited to have a season with him.
100%, as we do have Nen back up on the clock. Wind, player, Canoodle, Anvil. It's going to be interesting. Does he want to go another playmaking forward with Canoodle playing defense? That's definitely an option. Or does he want to play Canoodle and player together? I'm just kind of curious what direction he would like to go here. Any thoughts here?
Yeah, the skaters that Wind has already taken, since Wind is a goaltender himself, the team that he has around him so far. If I can just get it pulled up, I'm a little bit stupid.
Nope.
The team that Wind does have around him, it's player, Canoodle, and Anvil so far. So he needs another forward badly, as Canoodle and Anvil will probably both play defense. And there are still many options out there. Someone that he drafted before, Blake, is still on the board. He also has the choice of someone like Aqua, or maybe even a lower down pick that people might not think of immediately is Marcus, or perhaps Guap.
For sure, as Wynn's time is clicking and he is ready to go here. As welcome back, Wynn. Final pick of your starters. What do you have?
Yes, thank you. With the 32nd pick in the Contenders draft, the Northeast Nighthawks are proud to select Squiggles.
Squiggles. Finally, Squiggles going here. The captain of the Terrors for my off-season team. Love Squiggles. Very, very funny guy. Haven't seen much of him around, but thoughts on Squiggles here, guys? I think it's going to be a Canoodle Anvil pairing with Squiggles and player up front.
I think that's gonna work.
Yeah, that's gonna be
had
that's gonna be a
experience
fun
with,
team.
yeah, that's gonna be a very nice team. I like the look of that team with
I do
William in the back
too.
too. I really like the look of
Oh,
that team. Very scary.
big pick coming up here.
Big pick here is
As
we
Lolly's
are
picking him.
bringing Lolly onto the stage in a second here. Welcome back, Lolly.
Hello. The Somewhere Somebodies will be picking average.
Average. My D1 teammate, Jack's D1 teammate.
That's a Ponce Puck legend, don't forget.
Also, Ponce Puck legend. He is also ripped, by the way, if you didn't
Yeah.
know. That guy
Yeah.
can move some weight, but outside of his extreme lifting, he might even be able to lift Richard P. But I mean, that might be even a stretch there.
I think you're
but
pushing it.
That's a big stretch. Yeah.
I know. So, but average, great goaltender. Just a
120
great
viewers right now.
goaltender. I love average, man. He could be a guy that is a true D1 starter by the end of the year. He is that good. He is learning so much. I am a huge fan of the average pick here from Lolly as we have Not Lad back on the clock. Any thoughts on Not Lad, guys?
Not Lad himself, personally? Or-
Yeah, sure.
What is your personal opinion on Not Lad, V?
I think he's a bit of a banana. That's okay.
He's a bit of a banana in these terms. That you do not want to be on his banana list, as we do have Not Lad ready to take the pick here. We will invite him back up as we are waiting for Not Lad to come back up onto the stage. It looks like we will not have him announcing the pick, but maybe Kai, as he is not ready here. So we'll bring Kai.
I believe it's going to be Lettuce making the pick.
Oh, Lettuce. Very interesting. Lettuce, get up here. Lettuce, welcome back.
3 invites, really? Took 3? I dropped my mic on my keyboard, the first one, and declined it. The team I'm announcing for, they pick Galaxian. Galaxian. Yeah, you got it.
I'm going to remove him before he butchers his name even worse. Galactian taken at 34 by the Channel Cats. Falling to the 4th round, I think I had him a little higher in my mock draft. Thoughts here, pairing him with Chino, guys?
That's going to be very interesting.
I mean,
That's gonna be a very
Chino is a
interesting
very
team. I like
big,
this.
a very big puck mover, and I feel like Galactian has the potential to be that as well. I think they're going to be very dynamic across the
Yeah.
entire length of the ice.
It's like the Red Pandas. They have like 2 pretty solid puck movers, which I think if they're paired together, they can make each other better. It's really pretty good here.
As Richard P is ready, we will invite him on the stage. Welcome back, big man.
Oh, hey.
Hey.
You know, I don't really appreciate getting called fat, especially, on stream with like, what, 130 viewers? So, and since I'm not allowed to swear, so I'm just going to say I very much dislike that.
Okay, do you have a pick here? Okay, Zaza coming off the board here for Richard P, the final starter. What do we think about Zaza, guys? No comments from the peanut gallery. Thank you.
He uses my stick. I don't appreciate it. That's what I'm gonna say.
Oh, wow. As Locke has described him as a backup goalie despite being a skater. Very interesting here. Another goblin, though, taken from the reach of Prince as he is punching the wall, I assume, right now, as we will move on to pick 36 with Shrews. Now that the
number.
Blasters are done, I mean, I'm on this team. It's going to be a rotation-heavy team for sure. A lot of skilled puck movers between Sonic, Zaza, Richard P, and I think all are very, very solid on the puck, and it's going to be, I think, a fun team the way that we are going to set it up. Just kind of my thoughts on it. Taking a look as Richard P planned on taking me second, so I had some ideas of what he wanted, and I think this is pretty close to what we were thinking of, as we do have Shrews ready to get going here. And we will bring him on stage. Welcome back, Shrews.
Thank you, thank you. for the 36th overall pick, the Kansas City Phoenix will be taking Dyson.
Dyson, another goalie off the board here. Pretty solid goalie here. Pretty good at D2 last season as well. As the goalie fiasco might start now with 2 goalies in the last 4 picks, and now we're going to put Mouse on the clock. What direction will Mouse go here? This is going to be very interesting.
Again, a similar story to Ren in the 3rd round. Mouse with 2 of the next 4 picks. Still, he currently has the likes of BGP and Radiohead Lover alongside him. So he's going to need 1 more defenseman and a goaltender. We'll see which he takes first. There are plenty of great options left for each of them.
For sure. As Mouse, I'm kind of feeling he could really go anything with 2 picks here, 37 and 40. Maybe goalie skater goalie. It'll finish out his starting lineup here as Mouse is on the clock. So let's see what he decides to do. V, thoughts on what Mouse will do here?
I probably think he might do goalie first and then go skater. But he might do the other way. I don't know, because he's missing a goalie, and I think goalies are gonna start dropping very soon. We've already had a couple of flex and goalies in this round and the round before go pretty early, so I don't know. They're already dropping
100%.
like twice.
I do think that goalies are dwindling. I think that there's 2 big ones, Damocles and Cucci, that are still on the board.
Cucci's not on the board anymore, I don't think.
Oh, he's not on the board. Correct. I'm sorry. It's pretty much Damo, I think, as my last goalie that I'm really big on. Any ideas on any other goalies? Just kind of looking through the list. I'm really not too sure. Fight Lash. Fight Lash. I was about to say Fight Lash. He's a pretty solid goalie too. So and
goalie, man.
Important thing to note for Fight Lash is a flex as well that can play kind of a defensive role if Mouse needs as well. So
He's very good at defense.
So it's going to be interesting to see what Mouse does as his time is running out, as he is ready to go here, beating the buzzer, as we will invite him onto the stage. Any day now, Mouse. As we wait for Mouse to hop on the stage, someone might need to announce his pick for him. I just want to hear what he has to say, as he always kind of has a very exciting lead up. Yeah, I know you're ready. You need to be able to accept the invite, Mouse, in order to be on the stage. So there he is. There's Mouse figuring it out. Old man figuring out his tech. Welcome. Yes, we can, Mouse.
Awesome. The New Orleans Voodoo are excited to announce the selection of Fight Lash for the goaltender position.
Fight Lash for playing goalie for Mouse. A very solid goalie option, as we mentioned. Fight Lash, Damo, kind of the 2 big guys that we were expecting. So put the Sailfish back on the clock. A lot of their goblins have been taken. I love the Fight Lash pick, guys. What do you think?
I agree. That is probably the next best goaltender on the board.
I
It's the very smart pick.
You're the best, V. Everyone knows.
On
We
the
got
money.
it, buddy. Yeah.
On the money.
Yeah, we know. Man. We know you're awesome. As
I just
we are
knew.
putting,
Nah. Stop it.
As we are putting Prince on the clock here. Probably going to look to go either goalie. Most likely, he could go final skater, but I don't know if Prince wants to wait all the way to 48 to take his next stab at a goalie. So let's see. A very tough decision here.
Goalie here.
Very sketchy, as I do get some information from Einik saying Fight Lash for sure was the best goalie available, and I think the panel does tend to agree here. So again,
I think he's trying to hint that Einik is still there, that he's willing to play and he's back, and I think maybe an Einik pick here.
Could be an Einik pick here to Prince's team at 38. That is true, V. Thank you.
Also,
that is true. It also could look to go Nexus. I just feel like the goalie options are running low, as Prince has 50 seconds here. We'll see what he wants to do. He has all 4 skaters, so he has to kind of go goalie here unless he's willing to risk a late goalie.
You know what? I think a goalie that has been popping up in pugs a lot, and that will get better, and has the drive to get better, is Blood Scars.
Blood
I'm gonna put his
Scars,
name
very
out there.
interesting. I do like Blood Scars as an option. I don't think he's D2 starter ready, but he's 100% a guy that is actively trying to get better, and I think would be a great option as a backup goalie on one of those teams. But the thing is Blood Scars is very raw. He came to our tryouts here, and he was awesome when he was at the Rally Rot tryouts for our D3 team. But I think, again, Prince needs kind of a big, guy in net that's going to be consistent and doesn't need to learn much, kind of is already there, as Prince has officially taken his timeout. He's posted the Jimmy Butler taking a timeout gif in the chat in dramatic fashion with 10 seconds left. So it's got to be goalie, man. I wonder if he's just thinking about which one.
There are only
Jack
a couple left. Notably, maybe Peasy finally gets his shot after trying to move up a division for a few seasons now. You do have some very very high, very high
That's what I was
potential
thinking.
flex players still left on the board. Kai. There's Miku. You have Jamal as well. So maybe even a flex player as a goaltender.
I'm gonna shout out of pocket. Shout out Dr. Piv for having number 79. Very rare number to see around here.
Thank you for that, V.
No
As we do
problem.
have a hot dog flap shout out from Logs here. I'm not sure if hot dog flaps is eligible to go this season. As we have not led calling us out. Did y'all procrastinate the draft like you do your homework or something? This is a very improv draft, man. It's very hard to look at 270 players and just be ready to say exactly what they need. As we do have Prince ready to go here, and we will invite him onto the stage. Let's go with Prince. Prince, welcome aboard.
Hello, hello. With the 38th overall pick in the Season 3 Contender Division Draft, the Islamorada Sailfish select from the Kokomo Dynamo, Damocles.
Oh, Damo, there he goes. V, you called this one too. Share your thoughts on Damo.
Very, very good goal, and definitely had to go here. He had to go here. I think there's no one steer here or the next pick or the next pick. No, well, not Voodoo, but anyone that needs a goalie. Like the next team that needs a goalie had to be Damo, and they just ripped him off the board.
I am very curious the route that the Islamorada Sailfish will take for their backup goaltender, given that Damocles will be gone for the majority of January.
Oh, that is true. I didn't even think about that, but he is back for playoffs, so very, very interesting here as the Grizzlies have taken a goalie in Cucci. It looks like Grizz might be playing skater on this roster. And now back to the Voodoo. Already have Fight Lash in net. They have two flex players in BGP and Fight Lash, expecting BG to skate, obviously. What direction do we think Mouse goes here for his last skater? I mean, probably puck moving defenseman to pair with Radiohead Lover and Mouse, and BGP to hold it down. I'm really not too sure what puck moving defensemen there are. Any thoughts here, guys?
Yeah, there really aren't many left. Mainly some possibly some younger guys that need to be given a shout. Maybe a Spaceballs pick here.
Could be a Spaceballs pick here. I think for either team, with the Grizzlies and the Voodoo up here, it is the Grizzlies pick, but I think it's pretty telegraphed. Puck moving defenseman for both teams, to be honest with you.
I'm gonna
which is interesting.
Put a name out there. Hot Dog Man. He's been
Hot
getting
Dog.
very good very quickly. Being a puck moving defenseman.
100%. And I will throw out one of my best friends as well, since we're doing best friend shouts. Silly Winker. One of the best puck moving defensemen in the PHL. I'll say it. The guy's awesome. As Pinks is ready to go. And Pinks apparently said that he wants Super Eichel. So we'll see if they go with that here. Pinks, welcome.
That is a good idea, but I think I'll stay away from the HHCO Roblox legend.
Got you.
I will go. I was debating between two picks because Grizz decided to take a shower and give us the choice to make this. So I'm gonna pivot last second, and I'm going to take Mr. Kagor.
Kagor. We didn't even talk about Kagor.
Wow. I
First.
think he blended in.
Yeah, and Mouse is thrilled in the chat as Kagor was not his pick, so he is relieved as I'm assuming Mouse is ready to go, so I won't invite him. But Kagor, first huge, like I think surprise other than maybe very early on with a player pick at 2, guys. What do we think?
I like to call Kagor my favorite defenseman because he's probably my favorite defenseman to play with. And we don't have much time to talk about him as the next pick is in.
So we will bring Mouse up here if he can figure out with his old head to get up here, and he does. Welcome back, Mouse.
Hello. I am very excited to announce this pick. This is a scrappy grinder of a defenseman. In round 4, we are going to be selecting Pikeman.
Pikeman, the last starter taken here by Mouse, will escape the clutches of D3. And here on, I would like to remind everyone with the start of round 5 is we'll put Ghost Team back on the clock. This is all the sub rounds now. So substitute players, and they will be eligible for D3. As Ghost is already ready to go here, no time to even think about it. So we will bring him back up. Ghost, welcome.
Give me my guy Marzamuni, Yari.
Jari.
Jari.
I don't know his actual name.
Yep.
Marzamuni.
I think it's Maramuse. I don't know. Jari is the pick.
I think it's Mars
Here.
and Moon.
A West Coaster that many in the PHL are not familiar with, but very underrated goalie here for sure. A very solid option. I remember just seeing him in a couple of PHL games just here and there and just kind of being an annoying goalie to score on. So it is a very solid pick here from Ghost. And now we will put Nen back on the clock here. Pick 42 there for sub round. What are we thinking, guys?
I am curious. I just want to go back to the Jari pick. I am very curious what number Jari will wear, given that the rulebook states you have to wear a number between 1 and 99, and Jari is currently wearing -35. So we will see the choice.
And I also believe he was negative 19,000 at one point, if I remember, like 19,777. So something crazy, as we do get Commissioner Big Ren saying we're absolutely allowing that. So maybe there is not a number change needed. Ren putting his foot down, opening the doors for all types of numbers here. And we are at pick 42, and Wind is thinking, and he is ready to go. Let's bring him up.
All right. So for the second time, this time not ask for a trade. Second time. The 42nd pick, the Nighthawks are proud to select Nova Star.
Nova Star, a defensive defenseman. Very, very solid idea here going with Nova Star. Will kind of help that defensive options for Nen in cases of starters not being there. Thoughts on Nova Stars, you guys?
I mean, I played a season with him. He is extremely intelligent and very fun to play with. And I think that
I love Nova.
This is a great spot for him to go. And even try and work his way back into that starting role with the starters of that team officially being Wind, Player, Canoodle, Anvil, and Squiggles. So battling Canoodle and Anvil for the other starter spot, as Lettuce is ready to make the pick for Lolly.
Yeah, hello again. Notice we're still big player, hasn't been drafted yet, you know. A big old defender, goes by the name of Lettuce. Haven't seen him on the board yet, but Lolly, his next pick will be Danimals.
Danimals heading off the board. My biggest underrated player in the draft, falling to round 5 of D2. A very, very solid the forward in general. Nice shot, has great hands on him, and he is off to Lolly's team to play potentially forward at some point in the season, because I think that's a guy that 100% could develop, as we will now put the Channel Cats on the board.
Yeah, and you're getting as you get into the sub rounds, we do have the starting lineups official for all of these teams. So the Schuylkill Channel Cats being not Lad, and it's looking like they're maybe going to play Chino at defense since they drafted Galactian and Terra. Unless Terra plays defense, but they have not Lad, Chino, Terra, and Galactian with Broder in net, so they can take really any route, whoever they think is the best available, and then build from there, taking the other positions needed in their sub rounds.
All right, for sure. As the Channel Cats time is ticking down here. And we will see. Oh, and here's going to be a spicy one. We will bring Notlad onto the stage. Notlad, welcome.
Hello, hello. Honestly, if it wasn't for this player being at 50%, he'd probably be playing D1. We're extremely excited to welcome to the Channel Cats alums.
Alums.
Alums. Alums. B.
I love
Go
Lums.
crazy.
Oh, I love this guy, man. You know, we're about to watch some sumo soon, dude. So I can't wait for that. We're gonna have some little play dates here and there. I shoot on this guy. Like, I just find him in the practice, just start shooting on him, start wiggling my stick in his face. I love this guy, man. Vibe, bro. This guy's he's becoming an absolute freak. It's just his availability. That's why it's the only reason he dropped. If not, he'd definitely be one of the top goalies in the PHL.
100%. He would be, in my opinion, the best goalie in the PHL. I've never played against such a good goalie. I hate, but I love Lums because playing against him is just brutal. And man, something that Crowbar brings up also recently was he is the best mental of any goalie in the PHL. And I would agree. It doesn't matter 6 goals up to 10 goals. He will always keep a good mental. He is just a positive vibes guy. Great here. As I am going to be announcing the next pick actually for the Phoenix Blasters as we are ready to go here. And I really wanted to announce this pick because this is a guy I have been working with trying to get better. He has been working so hard to try and hit his next level, and he is willing to do anything of what it takes. We are going with a little jit here. I'm going to be taking Blake here for the Phoenix Blasters at 45. Guys,
very good pick.
Thoughts on my Blake pick here?
Very good pick.
Good pick.
Blake is getting very good. He's
Blake-
getting very mechanical. He's knowing his how to create space now, which is kind of dangerous. With his quick hands that he has, I think under the Chief Keef, I think Blake can become very dangerous trick up the sleeve.
100% here, as I just think that again you can kind of see the style we're going, a very puck dominant team, I would say, ones that can move the puck well, can communicate with teammates, and that's kind of what we're looking for. And I just feel like Blake fits the bill. Whenever I play with him in pugs, I always tell him he's one of my favorite forwards to play with because he is just knows where I'm going to be, knows where he needs to be. It's very fun. So I'm happy to pick him as a sub and a guy that hopefully I can teach a little bit of what I know too as well, even if I'm not the best of the best, but I would love to just help that guy get better. So we are ready for the Shrews pick, and Lettuce is coming up here. So let's welcome back Lettuce.
Hello. Shrews' team. I don't know what they're called, but they are taking Jack with 1K.
Jack with 1K here, I think falling a little bit than people expected. A very solid puck handler that can play defense and offense here. Guys, I feel like Jack fell. What do we think here? All the way to 46. Thoughts?
This is someone that probably should have been a starter, but you get so many late signups and so many people are pushed into D2 that frankly also belong in D1. So you get so many people unfortunately shoved into D3 as a consequence of that. That should be starting D2, but this is a fantastic value pick.
100% here. V, thoughts on Jack?
Very mechanical. I think with that team that he's built, It's just gonna work. I'm pretty sure it's gonna work. Getting the puck when he has space, bro. He's gonna move around that space very, very nicely. Quick mover. It's gonna be good.
100%. 100% here is we're now having big PHL back on the boards here with his first sub round. And these are the development rounds for you and your team. So I don't want to leak any of your draft plans, but any idea of who you guys want to go with? Like who are you trying to turn into the next best player, I guess, in D2?
I can't really say all the names, but we have plans. We have a good starting lineup here, but we also have very good backup players that can definitely fill up. If anyone's missing, we could just fill them up with the subs. I mean, we have a plan. Don't worry about it. It's gonna work.
Okay.
100% as Ren's
Don't worry
pick
about
is in here.
Holy
And
dap, I'm just trying to announce it. The big PHL, Mr. Ren, is proud to pick Reno.
Reno.
Good pick.
Great pick
Yep.
here. Big fan of Reno. Another guy that can play defense, has great puck moving ability. Kind of honestly reminds me a little bit of how Ren plays as well. So will be kind of a good mentor for Reno to kind of play with Ren, and also having, of course, V there, one of the better coaches in the game. So up onto the Sailfish again. V, comment on your pick that you guys have just taken.
This guy's great, man. Great vibes. He's getting really good, really fast, and playing already with say players like Alan and Jinx and stuff like that. I think he's learned a lot, and I think he can learn a lot playing in a D2 season like this in this type of team. So I think no, it's just really good shot. I'm happy he fell.
100% here, as we do have the Sailfish back. And now with the sub round starting, I'm just really feeling like there's going to be some more greedy goblins picked here for sure, as we do have now a special
I don't know
guest,
what greedy
Austin.
goblin is, but we're picking Kai.
Kai. Thank you, Austin. Kai 2 getting picked. The D2 commissioner has been selected at pick 48 to be the backup goaltender for the Sailfish. I love this pick personally. Really solid in D3. Had a very good team in front of him, but I think people honestly discredited how good Kai was. I remember playing against him. The 2 times that I did was extremely frustrating, as let's put the Grizzlies on the clock. Just really annoying to play against in a good way. It's hard to play against Kai, and I feel like he really didn't get his flowers not being a D2 starter. But guys, thoughts on Kai here?
I mean, his goals against average in D3 started with a 0.5, so like you really can't go wrong with this pick here. He's going to be fantastic in D2.
100%. Yep. I think that it is a great backup option here. And as we now have the Grizzlies again, we'll see who is picking for the Grizzlies. Could be another Lettuce, kind of the middleman here, as they do have a minute left. Grizzlies now with their sub picks. I don't think it's a goalie, more than likely, with Grizz and Coochie being on the team. It's really seems unlikely that a goalie is going, as we do have Pinks now coming on to announce the next pick for the Grizzlies.
What's up? We're gonna have a very similar pick to our last pick. Football manager legend in the Estonian Premier League, Mist.
Going to the Grizzlies. A guy that we mentioned earlier, V, you were kind of iffy on Mist. You thought he was a good option, but I feel like at pick 49, pretty solid value, no?
Absolutely. Oh yeah. That's yeah, no, he's good with the stick. He's good with timing. Very good passer. I think with the Grizzlies, having I'm not sure if Grizz is gonna be playing forward or goalie, but having like and Grizz up front, and for example, either of the 3 defensemen in back, feeding those 2 up front is gonna be their number one thing, right? And Miss is a really good distributor of the puck. So I think he might get some ice time.
100% as we have Mouse on the board here with 1:15 for sure. And let's see what he decides to go here.
Log saying Paul Correa is still on the board, so
Paul Correa is still on the board. Mouse, your
we
opportunity is dwindling.
Charbard.
We have Mouse ready to go on the stage. Welcome back, Mouse.
Hello.
Hello.
In round 5, we are going to be taking a player that I'm very surprised has dropped this far. And I think with the right amount of work and effort could be a starter. Keese is our selection
Keese.
in round 5.
Oh, great pick. Thank you, Mouse. I know V is going to have some words, but I will take the lead on this one. Keese was a picked in PPHL for Logs team. I've worked a lot with Keese, just kind of seeing him grow so far. A D3 captain, mind you. He is just kind of a very underrated player, I would say. He just needs to be kind of polished a little bit. It seems like he needs a couple more training sessions with V and maybe even Mouse now. But I'm gonna let V take this away because this is one of his Stashio boys. So
well, I do want to chime in very quickly. If you don't know who Keys is, check the Hall of Champions chat.
Very true. Very true. As V, giving you the floor here.
Yeah. I've known Keys for a while. I love this guy. Great Trump impression. Overall vibe and a half. He's a pumpkin. And yeah, dude, I can't wait to work with him in the Stashes too in D3. It's gonna be great.
For sure, for
Great
sure.
guy, man. Great player.
As we have
Phenomenal.
another ghost pick coming up here for the start of round 6. We now have 20 picks left, guys. There is some probably sitting on the edge of their seats, biting their nails. Am I going to get picked here? Am I going to get picked here? I know Log is right now, our tech director, as he is wanting to be a D2
for sure,
sub
bud.
for sure.
Something like that. Maybe a D2 times 4. So a D6, D8. Ignore my mathematics there. Maybe I'll make it to the big D8.
I will be making the pick for the Kodiaks here. So with the 51st overall pick in the 6th round of the Season 3 PHL Contender Division Draft, the Kelowna Kodiaks will be taking Lope.
Lope. A development player for sure, but man, if the right tools can get into this guy's shed, he is going to be unbelievable. I have been a Lope truther since 100 hours. I actually remember giving him his first VOD review, I believe, at 70 hours, and I was just so impressed. I mean, at 70 hours, I looked like a newborn deer on skates, man. It was rough out there, and Lope, even at 70 hours, just incredible for the amount of hours. Probably one of the best hours to skill ratios I've seen in a while. V, thoughts on Lope? I know we've talked about him in the past. What do you think here?
It's about time he went, man. For a development pick, about time he went. And I'm really, really hoping he gets some ice time so he gets some experience because he's gonna grow very quickly with the right training and the right group around him. In my opinion.
I 100% agree.
And how do you feel about that group that is surrounding him? Do you think that group is going to be able to help him develop?
I think that Jack guy sucks. No, I'm kidding. Jack, Tim Jim, Goose Fib. There are some definite people he can look up to there that I kind of see his play style in, for sure. I think the big thing for Lope is game awareness, which, as Jack is in now D1 again, doing VOD reviews, learn how to play the game a little more. Like knowing where to be and how to be. I think that's perfect for Lope, honestly. And Tim Jim, been an HQMer for years and years, ready to go. So we will move on from Lope, though. Congratulations to him. Special shout out as I will bring Lettuce back on, as there is some shock in the chat. So here we go. Let's go with Lettuce if he wants to come up here instead of typing. And we will see. Lettuce, welcome back.
I don't know why typing cancels the invite, but a little bit of a snipe here. Wind is proud to select Silly Winker.
Silly Winker. I'm a little heartbroken, man. I was hoping to play with Silly this season. He underrated, man. I think a lot of people write him off because he's kind of a goofball. Kind of a silly guy.
Straight in.
Mike's picked straight in, but shout out Silly Winker going D2. I'm heartbroken though. As we
Fly
will
will be
bring
announcing the pick.
Fly. We'll bring Fly up here.
Oh.
Oh, okay. Fly.
And there's the reaction to the pick before we even announce it. It's time to get a little bit crazy. We're gonna take Shower Taker / Blazing Titan.
Blazing Titan 72. You can hear the entire panel react with shock.
Oh my goodness.
I'm gonna let V take this one. Honestly, I don't even.
I don't even really have much to say about him. He's got a lot of left-right potential. I mean, a lot. Let me tell you, it goes left and right, man. But yeah, no, he can put the puck in the net. He can pass. I've seen him pass. I've seen him score quite a lot. If the goalies are not ready for him, man, he will find any way to put that puck in the net. I'm telling you, he's that type of player. He's a grinder.
100% here is not lad is back on the clock here. Has to be like a draft reaction of all time. I think all four of us were just kind of in shock with when we saw the pick a little early. Part of the perks of being here on production here. So 54, not lad back up. He is ready to go, so I will invite him up to speak.
I'm going to pick a player who I'm confident will not get banned from the PHL during the time that he's
love
on
this
our
pick.
team. Guap.
Guap.
Can you get out of my ear?
Okay, I'm gonna let Jack take Guap because I think he has some things to say.
Guap is probably one of the most fun guys to have in your locker room, and I was actually debating between picking Lope and Guap, and I think I just couldn't turn down the potential that Lope has. So it was between Lope and Guap for me. I went with Lope. I'm very excited to see Guap taken soon after that.
100% as we have the blasters here, and I believe the pick is ready. Richard P is ready. He's all caps, just freaking out. We will bring him up. Richard.
Hey.
Hey, dude.
Marcus.
Very, very, not a lot of words from Richard P, but his actions speak loud as he goes Marcus. Kind of another one of those West Coast guys last season that stood out and kind of just appeared on the scene, was very good with Richard in D3 on Hobart Bay, who went to win the championship. Guys, Marcus at 55 in the sub rounds. I know there's some availability issues, but what do we think here?
Season 2 Schuylkill Channel Cats legend.
Very true. And Prince is pointing. He's pretty solid, and Prince is pointing out that his D2 days are bad for availability. Again, we are in the sub rounds. It's kind of one of these things where you see guys like Lums and Marcus who probably should be starters with bad availability, and I think that's just kind of how the PHL draft goes. As we have Shrews back on the clock now, and so we will see. 15 picks left here, guys.
I do want to say something about Richard P. Is it just me, or does he kind of sound like his profile picture?
He sounds large, I guess. I mean, I that's all I really got here. So
I hear it in this voice, dude. Dun, 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 dun,
Oh man, I do hear that as Lettuce the representative is coming up to take Shrew's pick here. Let's
Okay.
welcome out.
Long time no see.
Shout out Randy.
Shrews will be taking Fang.
Bang-a-lang. Pick
What is he, a
56.
vampire? Heyo.
Okay.
Okay, that was horrible. Okay. Bang, a guy that was very good last season in D3 and made his way up to D2. Very underrated. Just I think he fell because he has not been on the game in the past month. I believe he went to either like China, Japan, one of those countries, and has been gone. So gonna be some rust to shed for sure for Fang, but a very solid pick here that might come off to pay maybe week 8 or 9 when he can get a lot of the rust off. Guys, thoughts here?
Oh, big pick coming up.
I honestly thought the Fank was gonna go really, really earlier, really like much like in England, but yeah, no, really, really valuable pick here.
All right, and we have V announcing the next pick here for the Pandas. kind of a big one here.
Yeah, so I had this guy on my radar for a long time, and I'm very happy that he fell. He actually went through. But Red Pandas will be selecting Kaprizov from the PPHL.
Kaprizov, PPHL legend. The Berlin Wall has fallen between the PHL and the PPHL as Kaprizov is taken. We officially have a peace treaty signed with Big PHL and Kaprizov shaking hands, cutting the ribbon together. V, what is it that you like so much about Kaprizov?
Man, there's a lot of things you guys are not seeing in him. I don't know why he got overlooked like this, but he's got a lot of vision and phenomenal finishing power, man. Like it's actually crazy. He sees passes like very high level D2, D1, maybe even sub level. Like he's got just a bit more work, which is why we got him at the Red Pandas. A bit more work, and he's gonna be a top end player.
100%. I could see
Only in time.
what you see in him for sure. It is going to be interesting though, adjusting from those, I will say, strange pawn settings to the PHL ones that we are also used to. We'll see how he adjusts as we have the sailfish with 1:15 left on the clock. Jack, what are we thinking here?
I'm thinking maybe back to the goblins for this one. Maybe someone like
Not many left.
There's I don't know, is Kit still out there?
I don't think he signed up.
Kit did not signed up. I'm gonna
Kit
throw
did
a
not
crazy
sign
shout
up.
out there. I'm gonna say Treason. If I remember
Ooh.
correctly, backup goalie could be taken here. I think he's a part of the Greedy Green Goblins, if I remember correctly, but not really a guy that pugs too often. But if you're needing a backup goalie here, I think
Backup
Treason is an option. So let's bring Prince back on.
Backup goalie, I think the
Oh, it's already Kai. Never mind. Different goblin. Let's hear what goblin he has in mind. Prince.
With the 58th overall pick in the Season 3 Contender Division Draft, the Islamorada Sailfish select Thugovich.
Thug. Thug, man.
Oh, I love Thug.
Thug is another funny guy. Very underrated here at 58. I will say that. Does not pug very often. My personal thing with Thug, just got to learn to see lanes more, but he can make guys miss like you have never seen before. So I love the development pick here for sure. He needs to learn when to get rid of the puck. That's his big downfall. But if he can figure that out, he's an elite puck carrier.
I want to talk about Thug, man. This guy, all right, was on my team in NAPL. I've turned him from a righty to a lefty. And he likes birds. And if you think he can pass this class, that's all I'm gonna say. He knows it.
100%, as we do have Pinks on here to select for Grizz.
What up? I'm picking someone who I'm assuming is homies with Like because he spoke very highly of him. I've seen him around. I think he played Napple, but I might be wrong. We are selecting Hussington.
Hussington.
Good pick.
He did play Napple.
He did play Napple. Hussington picked at pick 59, a defensive defenseman here, going to the Grizzlies, loading up on defense now with Mist and Huzz. So guys like Grizz, Like, and even Pinks can play some forward. So guys, what are we thinking here as we have the final pick of the second round? Or sorry, the sixth round, apologies.
Not much else needs to be taken. I mean, they got Keys, who's a forward. So either a sub or either a sub goaltender or a defender here. For me, I think probably the best available still. You might want to take a chance on like a sort of an unproven guy if we're getting into lower tier territory. I could see like potentially a Prada pick here, or maybe someone you want to develop. I could see Sanderson has been fantastic.
Yeah, 100%. That's a guy I think that's kind of fallen under the radar. He's another one that's kind of been AWOL, I believe, spending time with family and whatnot. So we will see what Mouse is cooking up here. There's 57 seconds left on the clock. We will see as the man himself, Mouse, who is not controversial at all, is thinking 45 seconds left. V, any idea of kind of what Mouse is looking for here as a development player?
I don't know. I really don't.
Hmm.
I really don't know here.
Mouse is going
I
to
think he
use
doesn't
the
either.
timeout.
Yeah.
Yeah, 100% is he is going to use his timeout once the clock expires. Man, I mean, I don't even know. It's just such like a wild landscape out there, I feel like right now, where it's just like there's a bunch of guys I feel like could go, but I just don't know. You know, someone who I think has kind of fallen, Anarchist out of nowhere. I believe he's still signed up.
I believe Anarchist is a 50%
Oh,
player.
Anarchist is 50. Okay, then. So Anarchist, okay, we can maybe be a guy like Blurker then, at pick 60
guy,
for
good guy.
Mouse. Shout out Blurker. Make everyone here give Blurker thanks. He developed the competitive mod that we play to play this beautiful game called PHL Puck.
love
100%. And again, there's some other guys I think that are interesting. Guys like Kachuk. I mean, he was a D2 captain last season, and he's been a little less available due to his job and whatnot, but he is here. As Ren confirms, Anarchist is not in the draft. We could look now at guys, man, development wise. Shout out Yeti. I think Yeti is another guy that's pretty solid on the. He can play forward, defense, kind of whatever you need from him. And again, a guy like V, or not V. Sorry, you're not in D2V. V
guy like
mentioned
V.
Hot Dog Man, another guy that's just kind of like here, and no one wants to take the chance on right now, which is, I think, interesting.
I want to give a shout out to Clash Royale.
Okay. I think he could, again, he is a development pick for sure, but he has the hands and the mechanics.
I did a
to
VOD
do
review
it.
with him in the past, and the only like real thing he like could improve on is his awareness of where his teammates are. But I think that's something that's very easy to teach people how to practice, and I think he would be a great development pick.
100%. As time is running out on Mouse's time, he had 2 minutes left, and he's used a minute, and so we're kind of just waiting. I'm really not sure what the procedure is going to be. If I remember, this pick is pushed all the way to the last if Mouse runs out of time. So he is on the clock, and we're going to see. Are we going to have another? Oh, and he's ready. I was wondering if we're going to have another office lamp incident as he has locked it in. Let us bring Mouse up here to make his pick. If he can figure out how to click the accept button. Mouse, welcome back.
Hello. With
Hello.
the Voodoo selection in the 6th round, we are going to be taking a backup goalie, Big Man.
Big Man. A great pick here. I would like to note, Big Man is a 50%er. I believe that's one of the reasons he fell. I think he would have been either goalie 2 or 3 in D2. Very, very, very good goalie. Was a 50%er, but love the Big Man pick here as we move on to our final round. Guys, Big Man is a 50%er as a backup. What do we think here?
I like Big Man.
Yeah.
He's a big man, dude. That's all I'm gonna say. In the crease. He's a big man.
Very good, very nice.
Very good, very nice, my friend.
100% as we are in the final round, last 10 picks. Paul Correa still on the board, as Log mentioned.
And Paul Correa is somebody that I know Style has had enjoyment playing with, so
true.
Potentially a destination for Paul Correa there.
Buzz still on the board. Charbard still on the
Buzzful
board.
is still on the board.
I'm still on the board. Just kidding.
Yeah.
Risk pick.
Log is out there if you guys want to
Take a chance on some blue line domination here.
And the pick is in for Ghost. If Ghost would like to join us on stage and announce this final pick to round out the first team.
Well, look, this in his name, in his name it says he isn't cool, but he's a pretty cool guy. We're going with Nick isn't cool.
Wow, what a snipe. Oh
Looks like
my
Nick will
goodness.
end up being cool.
He is cool.
Nah. I'm joking. Nah, dude, this what a pick! Holy shit! Sorry for the language. I'm surprised you got this far.
So
To be
am I.
honest.
He has been great in pugs over here, even though he hasn't played many. Someone from WCPL, and I'm excited to get a season with him. Learn more about the guy.
Here's a thing. He is another one of those guys that just needs the right mentor. I find a lot of times he just kind of like left rights in space, something that V hit me with a stick for. If you have space in front of you, don't start left or hitting. Instead, just put the puck in front of you, kind of let it sail. And so I think that's something that could be super helpful as we will be bringing on Wind for the final pick here.
All right. My last pick is gonna be longtime Crosby line mate Buzz Flibbit. I'm sorry to the other two guys that I said I was gonna draft, Bad Santa and Charbard, but I'll see you in D3.
Thank you, Wind. Charbard not eligible for the draft, if I remember correctly, but we have Buzz Flibbit off the board to the final pick for Wind's team. A guy that's kind of been out recently with the holidays going on, spending time with his family and whatnot. Pretty solid option here, pick 62. And I believe we have another pick ready to go. We are going back to back to back. We're bringing Lolly back up. Last pick for the Somewhere Somebodies. Lolly.
The Somewhere Somebody's final pick is Alley Cat.
Alley Cat.
As sub goalies start going here as well, Alley Cat is a fantastic technical director for the PHL and a fantastic goalie. And I do want to point out that because of all of these signups and even more backup goalies sure to be taken here soon, we're going to see some insane names that will not be drafted D2. The likes of Nem, the likes of Varen, the likes of possibly a Louis.
100% here as we have the Channel Cats back on the board here. Last 7 picks happening here, and we will see what Notlad is cooking up. D3 champion Alley Cat, by the way, for Hobart Bay. Shout out Hobart Bay and Randy out there. I know he's watching, one of my good pals. As we are waiting for Notlad's final pick, is he posts an emoji to reveal his pick, so we'll bring him up here.
The emoji wasn't revealing the pick, it's just that I'm cooking. I'll put it in the chat real
right.
quick so that that Kai can handle this thing.
All right.
Good.
All right. It's actually on paper. Schuylkill Channel Cats will be picking Sanderson.
Sanderson has been taken here. And this is a guy we were talking about as a development pick, has been off with his family. I like Sanderson. I think this is a good option here.
This is probably the best value development guy you could have taken here, honestly. Hasn't had a real shot to play in a professional team, and I think this is going to be a fantastic team for him to learn from.
100% here as we have the Blasters last pick, 6 picks left here. Another guy that could go that we've talked about. There could be options such as Yeti, Dizzle still on the board. I don't really see him around too often. Blurker, Kachuk's still here. Not Super Eichel. Thank you, D2 Commissioner. There are a handful of options here. I'd like to give a shout out to Yo Dead Guy. I think the only thing that's scaring people away from Yo Dead Guy is I think he is a better defenseman than he is forward, and I know he wants to play forward this season. And so we will kind of see what direction the Blasters decide to go here as we're trying to figure it out.
I mean, Dead Guy was an animal for the Eagles, and without a doubt is D2 starter caliber. So that would be a fantastic value pick this late.
100%, as we're just kind of waiting on the Blasters. They have plenty of time with their timeout here. We will see what direction they go. I'm very curious to see any other shouts. I mean, I'm kind of looking through the list as well. This is my team, so I'm kind of just scouting.
Yeah, six more picks, tons of names. Like I said,
man out there, man.
Hot Dog Man.
Yeah.
Nem,
Yeti's still
Varen.
there. You guys have a lot of players that haven't gone yet.
100%. We are ready to go. As I was looking at my
TikTok as well.
Discord, 100%. As I'm trying to get Lettuce moved up. Let's invite him up for the Blasters final pick. Lettuce.
Hello. I'm waiting for Richard to type it to confirm it. Up there it is for the last pick. The Terraria Phoenix Blasters are selecting Spaceballs.
Spaceballs, the final pick. His description, this D2, or sorry, the defenseman of your dreams. True defensive defenseman here. Falling all the way down to 65. I'm honestly a little surprised, and kind of a pick here that makes a lot of sense, I believe, for our team. You know, it makes sense that we have a lot of puck movers. Having a guy that we can fall back on if we need to play a defensive defenseman, I feel like is just an awesome idea. And him falling all the way to 65 feels pretty good. I don't know how you guys feel.
Yeah, I mean the defense depth was pretty strong, and I think that this is kind of a product of that.
Great
As we
value on
might
the
have
pick, to
lost
be honest.
Jack.
Yeah.
100% as we have Shrews. And oh boy, here we go. I love this one. Let's bring Shrews up.
All right. With the Kansas City Phoenix's final pick, we are proud to take Nick.
Oh yeah.
Nick going here. PHL legend Nick final pick. As Lettuce
Love
says, holy snipe. V, Nick, what do you think?
He's French, but I love him. He's you know, he's a great guy, great goalie. Phenomenal vibes. Congratulations on the house. And yeah, I mean, he's a great guy, man. Really good goalie too. And
For
if
sure.
he comes back though, yeah, I think he's gonna get pretty good back again.
As I know what's coming here, due to Ren DMing me, telling me to
yeah.
shut up because I was mentioning his name. Ren, welcome back. Last pick of D2.
Oh yeah.
So I was talking about chemistry earlier. You know, me and Beasley Italian playing a lot of defense together over the seasons, and Act and Echo have history playing together. And there's no better chemistry than the bond of brothers. So I'm gonna have to go ahead and grab Yo Dead Guy with my final pick in the draft.
Yeah.
B, take it away.
Oh my god. Yeah, no, we had to put the brothers together. Both of them also on the Eagles, played really good. No, he was a phenomenal finisher up front. But I don't know, he's a very versatile player. He could play both defense on offense. He could play defense with different players. He could play offense with different players. He's been getting really good at shooting. Just overall, really valuable pick here.
100% as we're down to our last three. People are very, very nervous. There's quite a few names. Prince back on the clock. Let's see what he decides to do. And I kind of get Gritty Goblins vibes, but it looks like Lettuce kind of wants to be sent up. Okay, Lettuce is coming up.
We will see.
Invite him. Lettuce making, I feel like, half the picks in this draft. Welcome back, Lettuce.
Hey, what's up, guys?
Any day now.
Did he type it?
Oh, here we go.
Whoa.
Ooh, the last pick. Prince selects Sport Outlet.
Yep. GGG right there. Greedy Goblin Gang being taken by Prince as we put the Grizzlies on the clock for their final pick.
Oh,
Spork,
wow.
D3 captain as well. Guys, not really a pugger, but I like Spork. I know we're kind of shocked here, but I like Spork. I think also, like, if your goal is to go for vibes as well, Spork is kind of like that perfect middle ground for me for really good vibes and good enough to be on a D2 roster. B, Jack?
Yep.
I haven't really much seen Spork play. If so, it's probably been a while. So I don't know how much he's developed since the last time I've played, so I can't really say much here.
No,
Okay,
Spork
we have
is,
Pinks.
I still think Spork
announce.
is one of the most underrated picks.
I would tend to agree. As I have Pinks joining us for the final Grizzlies pick. Go ahead.
What's up? All right. So, unfortunately, best player from the Buffalo Bayou Bridge Bats is not available because he left the league in disgrace. But we'll take the next best option. We'll take Mr. Louis.
All right,
Yes,
Louis
Hunter
taking
S. I was making a
pick
joke about Hunter S.
69. Hunter S was being joked about. Not a fan of dumping the puck, Hunter S, but Louis taken here by the Grizzlies at the very funny number of 69. Pretty solid player. We will see how he fares on a D2 roster. I remember he did not get the nod last season, so we will see kind of what will happen here. I'm very curious what you guys think about this pick as we have Mouse ready to pick Mr. Relevant in a couple minutes.
We'll see. Well, I am very extremely eager to see who Mr. Irrelevant will be for D2. But Louis is another player that almost got called up to the Schuylkill Channel Cats out of D3. Is a fantastic finisher and goes straight to the net, which I think is extremely valuable for this division.
100%. As kind of pucks are a little more, I'd say, flamboyant and out there in D3. It's a lot of, or sorry, D2. I would say just kind of like sporadic and out there. But Lettuce is ready for Mr. Irrelevant. Let's bring in Lettuce, or maybe he's asking to be brought in. Oh yeah. Okay. This is a deep pull, a fan favorite.
My goodness. What the last pick of the Division 2 Season 3 draft. Mouse has selected Dylan.
Okay. His Mouse confirms he's consulted the D3 master sheet from Season 2, and he wants Dylan, a very good point producer in D3 last season for Winnipeg.
And a very, very good depth player for the development side of their team. And that will do it for the Season 3 Contender Division draft. So, the team...
Let's have a round recap here, starting all the way at round 1 to kind of go through it.
So we do have, first overall. I don't really know who that is, and then second overall, Chief Keef, a D1 sub, 5th round pick, first sub taken or second sub taken.
Thank you.
And then Fly Fire going third, one of the biggest D1 snubs this season. I almost said speaking of, I keep forgetting Chino got drafted. Chino Halifax Hook going 4th overall to the Channel Cats, player who is a sub in D1, I believe, also a Halifax Hook, getting picked by the Nighthawks. And then you have Jerky, BGP, Silk, Lycan, Echo to round out the first round.
All right, let's move on to our second round here. See what's kind of pulling our eyes. Now we have Timothy Canoodle, or Tim Jim, whatever you want to call him. Canoodle, Dabs, Tarasenko, Topher, Style, Act, Dyslexic, Stinky, and Radiohead. Guys, I think let me call him Stinky, dude. All right. What do we, guys? I find this round, honestly, looking back, very interesting. Radiohead Lover at 20 is going to be really fun to see with Mouse. I think Topher at 15 kind of shocks some people, but I think it makes a lot of sense.
It does make sense. Probably the best defender left on the board at that point.
I think so as well. It's just kind of a pretty good round too, honestly, as we can move on to round 3. Round 3. Goose, Skull.
Looks like someone's out of the shower, and Grizz is trying to speak.
Grizz wants up here. I guess we can bring him up during this. We will welcome Grizz. Do you have anything to say to the audience as we do a recap?
Saying Topher's the best defender available at that point when I got Stinky Pinky on my team is insane.
Okay, well, Stinky Pinky said he wanted to play forward, so anyhow, let us, you're not coming up here.
We're doing a little bit lacking in the mental side.
100%. We have Goose, Skull, Van Higgy, Brodeur, Sonic, Blueski, Sleepy, and Donimal, Coochie, Beastly. I'll kind of shout out my team. Love picking Skull. Probably best goalie in D2 right now with availability and whatnot. And Sonic, my good D3 teammate, loves Sonic. As well as I think there's some fun picks here like Blueski. Sleepy going early to Ren. I like that one as well. Any other kind of shouts here, guys?
Oh, I don't think so. Getting
Deke?
into round 4. Rounding out the starting rounds would be Fib, Squiggles, and then you start getting goaltenders taken. You have Average. Dyson Fightlash Damocles also taken in this round, but the other starting skaters being Galactian, Zaza, Kagor, and Pikeman.
Kind of a defensive defenseman round, I would say here, with guys like Fightlash Flex, Kagor, Pikeman, Zaza, even a guy like Fib who doesn't play defensive defenseman but plays kind of more of an active defenseman style. I think you see that, and our only forward that goes here would be Galactian and Squiggles. Apologies, as we can move on to round 5.
And round 5 being Jari, Novastar, some very surprising picks that fell out of the starting rounds. Novastar, Danimals, Lums, Blake, Aqua, Reno, Kai, Mist, Keys. And then you start getting into the ladder of the subs.
Shout out Blake, by the way. Big fan of
I love
Blake, as we can
Lums.
move on to round 6.
I love Lums.
Love Lums. Lope, Sillywinker, Shower Taker, Guap, Marcus, Fang, Kaprizov, Thugovich, Huzington, Big Man, and then to finalize the draft in the 7th round, Nick Isn't Cool, Buzz Flibbit, Alley Cat, Sanderson, Spaceballs, iNick, Yo Dead Guy, Spork, Louie, and Dylan. So the official starting rosters of D2 are Ghost, Jack, Tim, Jim, Goose, and Fib. For the Kodiaks, the Nighthawks are Wind, Player, Canoodle, Anvil, and Squiggles. The Somebodies are Lolly, Flyfire, Dabs, Van Higgy, and Average. The Channel Cats are Notlad, Chino, Terra, Broder, and Galactian. The Blasters being Richard P., Chief Keef, Skull, Sonic, and Zaza. The Phoenix being Shrews, Jerky, Style, Bluesky, and Dyson. The Red Pandas being Ren, Echo, Act, Sleepy, and Beastly Italian. The Sailfish being Prince, Silk, Dyslexic Wireless, Andimal, and Damocles. Grizz selecting like Marc-Andre, Pinky, Coochie, and Kagor to play alongside him. And the Voodoo ending up being Mouse, BGP, Radiohead Lover, Fightlash, and Pikeman.
Okay, guys, as we kind of wrap up, I have a final question. Winner of the draft, anyone want to kind of take a stab at that? We kind of all have involvement with some teams here, so
The team with
does
Blazing
anyone?
Titan.
Yeah.
Okay.
My immediate reaction is I kind of want to say the Nighthawks. I think Wind is a very underrated goaltender as well.
For sure. I like that V. Any opinions?
Oh, it all depends on how well these players play with each other. I can't really tell you. In terms of names, oh, I'm not sure. I do like the Channel Cats.
Channel Cats will be
But
fun,
also the
yeah.
Sailfish also looks fun. Pandas also look really good in terms of with also a lot of chemistry in there. I don't know, man. It's just teams are pretty balanced. Some
I would
crazy
say
picks,
so.
some like picks that we've known coming, we've seen them come. Like I don't know.
You've done well.
Yeah, it's
pretty good.
very fun. I think it's a pretty balanced overall here. I mean, there's not really one that can be like that's the guy who's the best of the best. So, yeah, as we wrap it up, any final thoughts before we send off the D2 draft and prepare for D3, the final draft before the PHL season starts?
It's going to be an exciting season. Very competitive rosters.
Yes.
100%. All right. Well, with that said, thank you everyone for joining in for the D2 Contender Division draft for the PHL Season 3 season. I'm very excited. Keep in mind, another draft on Friday, the last one in D3, will be at 7 p.m. Eastern. So come back here for the final draft. We will have 12 teams picking. It's going to be very exciting. So with that said, I think we're going to go ahead and wrap it up. V, Jack, any final thoughts before I send everyone on their way?
Nope.
Nope. I think yeah. Thanks for watching. I guess.
Yeah, for sure, for
Thanks,
sure. Thank
Nick.
you for supporting the PHL as we gear up for our prospect division draft. I am Chief Keefe, joined by Jack and V.